Welcome to the stream. Also, I can't remember what this is. The Janghong, that's right, one of the best names in the game. Alright, who to rune off screen? What could it be? Wart? Dull. Well, it also could have been Zod.
I can't carry anymore. I can't. Carry anymore. It's locked.
to see you.
Fan of War. Just going right, mate. Found a good couple of items lately. Gargoyle's Bite and even Stone of Jordan finally dropped again here in the pits. So at some point I'll go take Declone down to get a better Annihilus from a 10-13-6. It won't be hard, I think. It's possible. Yeah, man. How's it going your side of the globe? Look at that amount of attack rating. That's nice. Oh, fanaticism and amp.
I am overburdened.
Oh yeah, that point of the game. Yeah, about level 70 was where I also found it the most difficult as well. So you're not alone, man. But it'll just be, you can dream of the day, it's not be far away, when you'll be clearing those monsters with ease. It just makes it that much better. Mal runes, yeah, that should drop from Lower Karust in not too much time. Like, yeah, it's not a... You'll get it. Have you got a nice base for your oath, though? I mean, I suppose any ethereal 4-open socket elite sword is fine. Some bases are apparently better than others. I think Island Blade... look at that, 2 uniques from the one monster. It doesn't often happen. Oom's Lament, I think. Yeah. Nice little double. Yeah, what is it? Island Blade, I think it's considered best. But anything, Cryptic Sword, just anything you find for a socket, especially single player. Because, yeah. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, although I haven't used Oath in a while, Oath has the indestructibility mod, so you get 50% more base damage, which is huge, because you got all the multipliers on top of that. So it'll have quite a consequential impact on your clear speed if you have an earth versus non-earth oath. I sort of swear it's oath that has the instructability mod. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, bases can be tough to drop if you're not like clearing whole lots of mobs at high players counts. Well, bases that you're after anyway. So you just find any any ethereal, non-socketed even. That's an option as well, because you can just use your socket quest, which I'd recommend if you're struggling that much. To go do that. I'm just gonna fact check myself 1 second here. Oath. Excuse me. Oath removed. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Hold off for an earth base. So we're looking at here. The only reason you wouldn't, there is a case, is where you would use your Iron Golem and or Heart of Wolverine charges. So if you use a non-earth base, you can repair it and get these charges. The value of Heart of the Wolverine, that often just dies in mobs. So like, yeah, you do get a bit of value from that. And an Iron Golem, well, you could create an Insight Golem even, but as soon as you don't equip that weapon, you'll lose the Iron Golem, so you weapon swap, so that's no good. And the same with the Heart of the Wolverine. So you go through your charges. So yeah, it's like, yeah, there's a small percentile case for non-earth, but look at this, indestructible. So you get an additional base 50 damage upon which this multiplier is added. So it's multiplicative. In other words, yeah. Find any elite for any sword, because I mean, finding bases isn't actually that easy in single player. Like people are like, oh, just any old base. It's like, yeah, if you're starting out, it can be tough to get hold of. So I think I've got like in here. So if you find like an F, so I've kept this. I would use a socket quest on that absolutely if I was. I mean, I've got grief, of course, and I've got beast and whatever, but that there would be a great item, although they're very rare. I think I've found like more high runes than I have swords like this myself, anyway. But yeah, any one of them that is 4 open socket, like the legend sword has a very fast attack speed base, so that's gold. And if you really wanted to get into it, then just use the attack speed calculator in terms of the attack frames that you can hit. So yeah, that's, I'll say, find one of these, or just find the one without sockets, and I think it's worth it to get yourself through that difficult phase of the game at level 70 odd, to roll that oath. And you could even wield it two-handed, you know, that might be superior to some budget weapon. Although if you do have Lawbringer and Oath will do quite a few players counts, if I can recall right, on Frenzy of course, because yeah, Whirlwind does not strike, Whirlwind does not cast a Decrepify. So you're a self-producing Decrep, and it's quite safe too, and you're also not reliant on the Mercenary, because with Frenzy, you know, you're often leagues ahead of them. Yeah. An easy place to find good bases can be Lower Karust, the weapon racks, or yeah. So if you find the right seed, so weapon racks will typically produce well, armor and weapon racks can produce a specific type. You can look it up. I don't know the math, but basically you'll see certain weapons or armor over and over again. And if you just re-roll your map, you could get your either 4 open socket or just base elite sword. but I definitely try and get a two-handed, like your Balrog blade or Highland blade would be epic. Yeah. Legend Sword will do it. You're only talking a couple of like min-maxing stuff. It's like, yeah, don't worry about that. Like, well, because it could be so long until you see the perfect base save. Yeah. And you can always, like, socket quests, you'd be surprised you don't really use it too much, like when you get your Shaco maybe and stuff like that, but it's worth it if you're struggling, because you'll find such relief when you finally roll it. Like, trust me, just you can look forward to that day, because the grind makes it that much more special. Just take it to Larzik. It is worth the socket quest to get yourself through the game and have some decent clear speed. Because you already have your Lawbringer, that's an easy one to have. Just put it in a crystal sword will do, because it doesn't have much damage anyway. It's about proccing the creep. Though of course the more base damage the better. So if you can get a free open socket phase blade, do. And then yeah, I can P8. I don't know. I can't recall how quickly, but I'm not against testing it out if you want. I've got a Lawbringer, I'm pretty sure, on my softcore barb and a oath, so we could have a look just for a minute or two at what it does P8 wise in chaos, just so you can have a bit of a, you can see kind of roughly what the clear speed would be. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. Boneweave boots. I've got a lot of Marrowwalks lately. 2 to scale and mastery, 195. Oh, that's the best roll yet. No, that's actually a good find. That's a very good roll. That's one of the best, I think the best roll I've got that I can recall on Marrowwalks. So with that, you're just bringing me luck, mate. 2849. One second, just putting it in the chat. That's it might roll up to, like, I think it's 10 to 20 on the strength and dexterity. So to get a 1917, and it's I'm almost sure it's 200 on the ED, from 150 to 200. So yeah, that's definitely the best roll. That's single player good, single player great. All right, I'll finish this and then I'll bring out the barb, put him in. Admittedly, he's got pretty phenomenal gear outside of the weapons anyway, so I can take off the charms and stuff like that if we want to. Yeah, but yeah. But you'll see what the max. We'll get an idea of what the maximum clear speed can be with an oath and a what's the word? Lawbringer. Like at Players 1, it's not going to be much different with average gear to great gear in Trav. Like it won't be. Most of the time is in tally, is getting to the council and the hawking and the sifting through the items with good enough gear, that is. And it's less than a third the killing time. Like with my Whirlwind Barb, for example, the clear speed at Players 1 is about 5 seconds. The whole run from load screen to load screen is about a minute. So yeah, it's once you got the gear to actually do it, it's not going to be a make or break. It can be just, you know, a couple of seconds in the clearance, the actual physical clearance of the monster quicker. Okay, we'll have a look. You've never seen Marrowwalks before. Kind of a best in slot summoner pair of boots. Right, so we'll see what's on him. I'm sure he's got the strength and dexterity to... No, he's definitely got the strength. This is a max strength barb. So right, this is my softcore barbarian who's a max strength build. And just has max damage charms and dual grief and G-face with strength, minimum damage and strength, and High Lords, dual leech ring, laying of hands and gore riders, Torch and Annie, of course. But I think I just, if you bear with me a second, we're going to. So any helmet will pretty much do. Like Shaco's actually pretty great anyway, because it's got that damage reduce and life and mana and magic find, which at players one, you know. But if you got the G face or an Ariat's face, you got some survivability issues. I go Ariat's face. Weapons, right? Weapons. And now I've got an oath. There's Beast, Death. Oh, Death's another one. Roll that in a... well, the only thing is you do need a Vex and a Gull, so that's a little bit different. But that's quite an epic thing. Finding a 5 open socket FX is probably... unless you're trying to find, like, going to the right areas like cows, can be almost as difficult as getting the Vex, but right, so Crescent Moon, that's not what we're after. Okay, so it's not in here. Yeah, well, this is a 99 barb, right? I started him like 2 years ago, so like, you know, it's not overnight that I got an offline barbarian to that level. Like, and that's the cool thing. Like, it's a computer game that keeps giving like a couple of years down the track. You know, whereas I just played another game. I won't say its name because I don't want to sound like I'm bad mouthing it. But you know, I've had it for 2 weeks and I feel like I'm done with it. All right, let's have a look. Weapons 2. Yeah, but either Death and another option. Like, it's a heavy hitter. Death, if you can find the F. The F. 5 open socket axe. So like, I didn't wait for an F Berserker X. Trust me, they are very rare. Like, very. I don't know if I've ever found. I might have found one that I couldn't call anyway. And I mean to have 5 open sockets as well, because the Berserker X is rare itself as a drop. F is got rarer still, and then you can't go to Larzik with it. You've only got a chance the roll either in the cube or it might come ready-made with 4 open socket. Sorry, 5, because it rolls 6, right? So let's have a look. See. Okay, there we are. Oath. Right. So I found I just put it in a Crypto Sword. See, look at that, and that got me through that part of the game. And Lawbringer. That's helpful. They were both right there. Cool. Oh yeah, I did find a Zod. That was a crazy find in cows. So I made a Breath of the Dying, and that's always fun. I mean, we could have a look at that. I mean, I'll just put it in the stash in case. Yeah, right. Anything else of interest? What's that? Oh, an Etherix needle. Right. Okay, let's have a look at what the rough clear speed is, because it's been a long time since I used the combo, but it is for a budget combo. I think bang for buck rune wise is probably one of the best kind of sword or weapon duos for a barb. You know, the highest rune is a Mal, right? So here we go, Lawbringer and Grief. So that'll proc our thing. I can take these charms off, but yeah, so just bear in mind with the clear speed, you'll probably use Fortitude, which has better clear, which of course has more damage. But right, so just so you know what I'm using, so we've got Kira's Guardian, Treachery, and Reaper's Toll Shale. I've never found an F1. I've found about 10 of these, but doesn't want to roll. Okay, so what I need to do, because he's currently spec'd as a Whirlwind Barb, which is well, I wouldn't say it's no good. It doesn't get the value from Lawbringer. And yeah, I mean, I could just let the Merc prop it, but you'll be using what is it? You'll be using, well, you haven't found a Reapers, have you? So you won't worry about that. Right, so I haven't spec'd one of these for a while. The only problem with this is, so Frenzy, so damage wise, we don't have as many points left over, so you're probably going to like 1 point it into both of these, at least. I'll put 20 into there, and synergies, we want double swing, taunt, we get some value from Berserk, that's always good to have 1 point into there, double swing, so he's level 99, so like, yeah, these are maxed out now, the damage dealers, and then I can put the rest into here for the magic damage. I think it's a waste. You really want, it makes a big difference over 1,000 runs to get your find item up to, so I'm still getting a couple of points, and when it starts leveling out, so the next level here is there's no increase, so with the remaining skill points, again bearing in mind I've got 99 of these, plus whatever, plus the quest and so on to go, I'll put the remainder into here because I get 1% chance per level from Find Potion, and it's worth it. So now I've pushed up to 58% chance on Find Item. Okay, so I need to hit the minimum strength. Oh, I'm going to max strength build him, say. What do I need? 136 because of the Phase Blade at least. Oh, attack rating becomes an issue. So I'm probably going to have to put a bit extra in. Strength will go after battle orders are in. I want to have about 5. I recommend at least with the Crepify you could probably get away with 2,500 life. We'll test it out. So we'll just go Frenzy. And maybe Berserk on right. Till no Reaper's Toll, right. So you'll be your own Reaper's Toll. I'm going to say 2,500 life should be about right. Should be enough to keep you alive. And then I'm going to make sure I'm 89-90%. It's probably good enough. And then I'm going to put the rest into strength because I can. Right. Right, so I won't tally in because, well, I mean, I could, but let's have a look. I haven't played Frenzy in a while. Ah, come on. Okay, so right, just checking it, I'm not setting you up for failure here. Hylos helps heaps. G-Face helps heaps. Laying of Hands, they're pretty easy to come by, and Bull Riders. So you're not really after Magic Find, you're after, your focus is like clear speed, get through it. Oh, is there cold somewhere? I hope not. Because I just saw something shatter. Oh, there's cold damage. Okay, small risk, cold damage. I forgot there's cold damage on Lawbringer. So you'll shatter the odd corpse. Hopefully not too many. But at least you can clear at least you can clear Travancore right with it. This is players 1, and I have a suspicion it could probably do players 8 Trav. There you go, so it's done, and we'll count the hawks. No, hold on, one over here. Clicking, that's right. Oh yeah, he does the job. So can't hawk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's about my experience. So there's 9. I should be able to, without shattering any corpses, get 11 hawks. So I lost 2, which does make a difference. But hey, at least clearing Travancore hell with some efficiency. There's a small charm. 3% faster run walk. I might keep that for my Amazon with a bit of
I can't carry anymore.
fire res. So there you go, man. We'll have a look at players 8 River of Flame, because why not? Just to see what this can do. Dual leech ring will be important. Yeah. We'll have a look. The Decrepify, let's have a look. So once it gets built up, this is players 8, level 85 area, right? So he's doing it. It's not blistering, but the health pool, I mean, is staying constant. Yeah. Oh, there's so many small bugs around, that's a pain. Okay, we'll just teleport into, like, say, we'll find an elite pack. We'll find an elite pack, there we go. Gosh. Let's see. Magic resistant. So here's an elite. Players 8, level 85, so, you know, so you can do it. It's just been a while. So, oh gosh. That was a bit of a hit I just took there. That's alright. It's level 99 at soft core. Doesn't matter if he dies. That's the advantage, right? Yeah. Okay, so absolutely. Yeah, if you're happy with that. Well, no. Because, well, I wouldn't say it's not good. It's just about 70% of the awesomeness of the Lawbringer. No, if not 95, 99%. It's the 20% chance to cast level 15 Decrepify and striking. Chance to cast and striking does not function with Whirlwind. It's basically disallowed. So you will not proc Decrepify with Whirlwind wielding a Lawbringer. So you'll need Reaper's Toll. So that's why you can absolutely do a Whirlwind build with Lawbringer, but you won't cast Decrepify at all, which is a fierce wave of, well, if not the entire point really of wielding Lawbringer at all, is that. So yeah, otherwise it's a frenzy, frenzy scenario. Did you want to see? Well, yeah, there you go. Otherwise, oh, we don't need that. But if I was, I mean, Zod's just no. Sorry, I'll pull that out. There's no point in me showing you that because I mean, it's only by extreme luck you get a Zod, and I just happened to be lucky that day. Yeah, so if you want to see something else, just let me know, man. Absolutely can do, not quickly. Players 80 level 85 areas, so that'll get your levels. But more importantly, with a couple of corpses shattering, which is fine. You know, 9 hawks instead of 11. So overall, the efficiency of the run's only lost a couple. You know, it's only a couple of %. But you're clearing Trav, you're getting the hawks in, and you're actually able to clear Trav full stop somewhat efficiently, and that's at the start of the game is awesome in and of itself. Right, I need to remember. Oh, I've got it on players 8. I'm on hardcore now, so it is quite. I find it a bit of a transition mentally. So like here, you know, with my other barb at softcore 99, if he dies, nothing happens because he's at 99. He doesn't lose experience. He just respawns. But here, oh look, at String of the Years to start it out with.
I am overburdened.
Here, if he dies, it's game over. Righto. Well, that was one way to start off the run. 604. That's a terrible roll. They can roll up to 15% damage reduced. Yeah, I just recommend there's no need to, if you're in the 70s, there's no need to go to level 85 areas yet. In fact, there's some disadvantage by doing so, because if your player's level is more than 10 levels outside of the monster level, the amount of experience you get is nerfed. Yeah, just have a look at it, leveling guide. But long story short, look at the area level, and if you're within 5 levels, that's the idea. The ideal, with your character level being, this is players 1. Hey, Philip, Chimose. Players 1 hell difficulty in hardcore offline. Yes, sweet as fan of war. Yeah, happy to help. But yeah, the pits is a level 85 area, and monsters have pretty low health pools, which is partly why pit zerking here is, or pit infiltrating rather, is efficient, is easy to kill, but they still give good experience. So you could level in the pits up to level 90. You can absolutely do like bail runs or so on, but you know, it's a bit more dangerous. There's dolls on the way at times, and gloams and all that. And once you get to level 90, Terror Zones, I find Chaos Sanctuary a pain because you're often decrepified by the Oblivion Knights or the mages, and being decrepified, your damage is halved. So I'm not talking about decrepifying the enemy decrepifying you. Yeah. So not a particular fan, unless you like dual grief max build, like it's painful. And yeah, just duress. Have you made a duress runeword for your armor, Fan of War? Because that's, I think, the best value for money melee armor out there. Shale, Thal, free open socket, gives you crushing blow and a whole lot of resistances. And I think open wounds. I can't recall. Because you'll want to save your low runes for grief. Low runes, plural, because you will get them, mate. So for the price of an rune, I mean, it is. I don't think, unless they've introduced new runes, because I didn't even know like passion was a rune word until recently. There might be some new rune words that are quite good. There's a barb one, I'm pretty sure, that's been released lately too. That, yeah, you could use. Because if you do get a Reaper's Toll, you don't really need the Lawbringer anymore. I say don't really. You will your Merc positioning will be a problem until you get Enigma. But you can then ditch the Lawbringer, go Whirlwind, which I'd recommend. It's faster. It's the king of trap, Whirlwind Barb. Yeah, but that Reaper's Toll you'll need, which can drop from the council. I'm 99% sure. It's not in low, it's so close, but so far. I mean, it's only the letters that look close. Everything about it is not close, except for the letters.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, it's just that flat damage. It's so powerful. I mean, unless you got like survivability issues, I think I made Fortitude before Grief, but that was hardcore. I was concerned because it's got high defense, high resistances. With it rolled 30 all res, so I was lucky. But that that was in hardcore. But whereas softcore, you're going to find, especially if you've got a duress, you're going to find it far more transformational to have a grief and duress than you will a fortitude and say a mid-range like oath. If you have like an oath and a grief plus duress, that's going to be better than oath, Lawbringer and a fortitude. I'm pretty sure. Or we could go test it out. Like actually, if you want, just let me know. Or even a great combo is Grief, Lawbringer. So yeah, I'd say Grief, Lawbringer, Duress would be superior to a Fortitude, Oath, Lawbringer. I'm fairly confident in that.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh yeah, right. Honestly, if the Fade is procced, it's for the value of the runes in Treachery. I think it's a far better value item than Fortitude for a Merc, and like really, I mean, that low rune to go way further with your Barbarian. But it depends, what you want to main. of course fortitude will help for your mercenary, but that's putting a very spicy rune in for a mercenary as opposed to your main character. But you know, you do what you think is the most exciting for you. Yeah, well, yeah, because if you can farm trap, get more runes back. You will get more runes back, just be prepared to do a couple thousand runs.
It's locked.
Oh, I mean, it's absolutely possible to test it without using all my points. What do you want to see tested? Oh yeah, yeah. So which build what? A Lawbringer and Oath and Duress. Chainmail. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I'll jump over to my softball barb and we can have a look. Yeah, let's test it out. Okay, we just need to find my duress. So that'll be an armor. Armor? Okay, not on this one. Yeah, we'll have a play around with a few of them there. Armor. Wealth. At some point I made a wealth. Don't know why. Would have been over a year or so ago. Okay, not in here. Armor 4, armor 3. There we are, duress. Found it. And now you want to see grief, Lawbringer, duress. Yep, got those. Oath grief. Yep, can do all that. Awesome. And yeah, I mean, it's getting out of hand, but I think I've got like 5 Griffin's Eyes in my soft core offline and about 5 in my hardcore, and yet a Death's Fathom won't drop. But that is RNG. So I'll just calculate your what, level 75-ish. Yeah, okay. So we'll just go, what's 20, that's 24 times 5. We'll make it an easy round. 25 stats, 25 levels times 5 stats, which is 125. So we'll have 125 stats remaining, and we'll have 24 skills remaining. But bear in mind, like, all the quests are completed, so I get a couple extra points, but we'll have, it'll be roughly speaking equivalent to a level 75 barbarian. We'll make sure we have enough. So we'll go and put duress on for a start, because it has, I can't do that actually. I need a 63. Wait, how much strength? 103 strength. Because you get 88, so you get a huge amount of strength from. How much do you get from Enigma? 74 to strength. Because I'm level 99. That's a lot. Okay, so I reckon so more strength. Try and hit that. Attack rating point that you're getting. 80, 90. The closer to 95, the better. Obviously, with a phase blade, you're going to need 136 either way. And about 2,000 life. I wouldn't recommend going anything under the 2,000, but 2,000, anything between 2,000 and 2,500 life should be fine. After battle orders, of course. So you're probably going to stat it this way. You're probably going to max your battle orders. Probably. You don't have to. You're definitely going to want to max these too, your damage dealers. 1 point of the berserk for your pesky physical immunes, for sure. And we need a what? 24 skills remaining. So here you've got a decision to make. Do you put points into taunt, or I mean, if you're struggling with the clear speed, yeah, but you're going to want to hawk. You kind of want the best of both worlds. I would say you find item. My mastery's goodness, we better remember that. So it'll chew up our points. So we've gone a bit over. I've put 10 points in too much. Forgot about, I nearly got the masteries tree. We'll do that again, it won't take long. That's the only thing about Frenzy Bar, because of all the synergies. We won't quite max it out. We'll get those into there. 1.1 is done. I would definitely have that. Right, so we've got one point to play with here. So we've maxed out these two. 1 point into Berserk. 1.1 is here. Definitely 20 hard points into the Blade Mastery. Only taking a few points into battle orders, and then the rest. It does make quite a difference over many runs to have more find item, but there's only 2 more remaining. So we'll get our Hawk chances now 40%, unless you have some skills on the swap. So they'll bring it up to what, 46, which is big. It adds up. Righto, and now I need to cast battle orders. bearing in mind on swap I've got a few skills. So we want our vitality. Once you get to that, let's say 2200 should do it. And what do we need? 125 stats remaining would be roughly equivalent to a 75 character. So we've got a little bit more to play with here. So let's have a look at what our attack rating is. 79. With frenzy it'll be higher. So 89. That's kind of good enough. That's good enough. I'd go the rest into strength, because 1 point of strength roughly 1% into 1% damage. There we go, 125. So this is, bearing in mind, he's got the gear behind it. So G face. That's, you'll find that pretty easy. Hyla's Wrath is a bit prickly. It'll just come at some point, and probably from your Trav runs. Yeah, and Cannot Be Frozen is coming from Trang's belt. Plus, he's got the mad max damage charms here. I mean, for single player, they're mad. Like they're not like 1261 and Aure's 6 dex, you know, that kind of stuff. Righto, let's have a look. Have on right click Berserk. And the player's won, yeah. So it's doing the job. And the thing about the Decrepify is that you don't really need the what was I going to say? Come here. Trying to click a monster with frenzy. I've forgotten about that challenge. Decrepify gets through those physical immunes. So there we go. It's not bad at all. And remembering I've got some points remaining, 24 and 125. So this is where it could be at with good gear behind the some damage, Dole Room, Chain Boots. We'll still have a look at those. Right, so that was Oath, Lawbringer. You're probably not going to find much difference at Players 1. At Players 8 though, that'll be where you see the difference. So what we'll do is we'll do Players 8. What's a good showcase? River of Flame with different combos like Grief. So we'll chuck on Grief now. Yes. It is less safe though, because you're not getting that to crit. We'll put on the higher roll. So here's a high rolled Grief with Oath and Duress now. Players 1 again, you're not really going to see much of a difference. Well, we'll just have a look at it nonetheless. So we'll see if it's safe enough. It should be with, if you've got Life Leech, it should be more than safe enough. Because Grief hits so hard, it leeches back so much. So like, look at the health bullets, you know, it's not moving and there's no Decrepify or anything. And I'm amp damaged and I'm running around. Alright, so definitely faster. I don't know, surely you noticed that? That was unbelievably faster. Although I was getting some decrep from my mercenary, so we'll take that off and we'll do the River of Flame. We'll give him an average pole lamp if I've got one on here. I don't. Okay, well, he's just going in naked. That's changes. It's a game changer having a Reaper's Toll. Right, Players 8. We won't go. Yeah, River of Flame, sure. So we'll go weaker than stronger. Change out that creep for a Lawbringer. So we've got the Lawbringer now, Oath and Duress. Yeah, so this is players 8, right? Yeah. And the mercenary are taking that off that so let's have a look at these Urders here, for example. Stranglers, alright. So this is an elite pack. Oh, this is Grief and... I was going to say, where's the Decrepify? This is Grief and Oath. And then I definitely hawk those kind of corpses. I'm going to need mana. But the best combo, so let's have a look at these for example. So here's, yeah, Grief and we'll come back to that particular monster. Possessed is great because they've got the most massive health pool out of all the champions. I think it's like 400% of the regular health, whereas the other champions has only got 200%. So if we chuck on, that's dual Grief, we don't want that. As cool as dual Grief is. So Grief Lawbringer, this will be the this will be superior to Grief and Oath. Once I get to the Decrepify, so here we go. So Possessed is gone. And it's safer too, because you're leveling up, right, and dying, especially once you get over level 90, is painful because you lose, you know, up to like an hour's gameplay at times, depending. And if you can't get your corpse, you definitely lose an hour.
I am overburdened.
So this is the combo I'd say you want. So these Urders are going down way faster than the previous combo. We'll put on Fortitude as the last one. So we go Fortitude. I've got to recall where it is though. It'll probably be on my Druid, Summoning Druid. No, he's not a Summoning Druid now, he's a Shapeshifter. Yeah, Oath Grief, absolutely, would work well with, here we go, here's his Fortitude. I had a go re-rolling a Grief, and I got a very similar roll, so I got 3 of them on my characters. So I'll change over. So let's say you use your low rune on a Fortitude instead. So we've got Fortitude, Oath, Lawbringer, and we'll repair because my belt's at 3 durability.
Hail to you, champion.
So what are resistances? So I've got nearly max resistances here. It's still a good combo, for sure. This is players 8, remember? Players 8, and this is a level 85 area. What's our chance to hit? 95%, that's great. What's the chance to hit this champion though? Tell me the champion's chance to hit. Why is it not changing? Blood Nugget, 80, that did change to 84 there. 87%, which is sufficient. So what have I got? About 170 into dexterity. So either or is going to do the job, provided you got Oath. So if you want to get the utility, you know, out of across, say, your mercenary, your source of mercenary, and so on, then yeah, this is doing the job. But I mean, if we have a look at this clear speed, so I'm barely making it through, and then we'll have a look at what you want to build up to. So yeah, for a budget build, well, I wouldn't quite call it budget with a fortitude and the rest of the gear he's got. But so I'll put him back to his actual build. So it's at dual grief, of course. So there you go, man. It's much of a muchness, but I mean, I prefer Whirlwind, and we'll have a look at how Whirlwind goes. The good thing about Whirlwind again is you got more points to dump over into find item gear, so I can get it up to massive amounts, and I'm not 73%, like with the skills and with on swap, 75%, which is incredible for the fact that I can got like max damage but also max find item. Right, so I think we had 515. Um, 136. It's got ignore target's defense and minus target defense, which is huge. And then, right. So we'll compare, and this is why I love the dual grief combo. Is when you get that Reapers on your Merc, it just changes the game because you can tele stomp. So what do I need to do? Put the actual Reapers on them. So you saw that was with players 8, and now we're gonna so we're gonna have a look here at, so this is players 8. So immediately we're actually clearing the enemies. And we'll check that small charm. So the speed, yeah, is Whirlwind better than Frenzy? I reckon, because that wasn't happening that quickly with Frenzy, and especially once the Decrepify goes off. So players 8, level 85 area. And this is what you get your barb up to, mate. And then you can hawk after that, which is just great. And you can zoom around. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, mate, you'll get there. Oh, plays that. Go back to play this. Well. Right, we need to find that Death's Fathom in the Schaefer's Hammer. I've had some good drops lately. Gargoyle's Bite was in the very previous stream. That's like a similar order of rarity as like the Grandfather and the Wind Force and so on. I'm pretty sure. And the Stone of Jordan, of course, as well. I was going to find that because I found so many Manal heals. just 3 more pit runs and I'm going to call it there. It's been fun. Glad I could help you there, mate. Oh, superior mage plate.
I can't.
Ah, my Marrowwalks are still in there. 2 open socket with durability was the only stat changed. Oh, that's funny. It's a troll.
I can't carry anymore.
Like with this is a superior mage plate. I found that when he was level 70. I haven't found one since. It was in Lower Karust, and there was a armor rack just dropping mage plates that dropped with 3 open sockets and 15% enhanced defense, so I was pretty stoked with that. Rare Hydra bow, of course. Good thing I've already found my wind forces, otherwise I'd be lamenting over that drop, thinking why didn't it go unique.
I am overburdened.
10 fire res. I have enough 11 fire res charms in my mules. I will look at that rune stuff though. 4 open socket and no skills. Alright, 2 more runs. Maybe something juicy will drop in that time. So yeah, I mean look at this roll. So this is 183 at 16-17. 105, 19, 17 is definitely some of the best I've got. And the Stone of Jordan that dropped the other day, which is absolutely epic. In the pits. I found 1 stone in hardcore offline. I found 3 stones of Jordan. 1 from gambling. Yeah, I was lucky enough for that. 1 from Terrorized Andy, which is a bit of the classic one, and now 1 from the pits.
I can't carry anymore.
I'm going to keep 1 as a Stone of Jordan, but I think I'm going to roll D-clone and have a shot at a better Annihilus. Faster run walk, that was it. Right, final pit run.
I can't carry anymore.
You know, I've actually never played a fully decked out Frenzy Barb. So the current build he's got, I just need to restat him with, you know, putting points into Taunt. So I actually just want to fact check myself and actually see which is faster at, say, clearing. We'll see which is faster at clearing the pits. you want to see that go down? Yeah.
Can't carry anymore.
Well, I mean, there's a guy, remember the Pool Beard? He also is keen to see it go down. So hopefully when the two of you are online together watching me stream, we can do it then. Yeah, he's been talking about Stone and Gordon, he and I, for a bit as well. Alright, I'm going to time this. I'm going to see what a full clear of the pits is at players 8 with a whirlwind barb, fully spec'd, and then put it into a fully spec'd, because I've never done the full synergy for Frenzy, which requires double swing. And if I think, yeah, a fully spec'd, you can't actually completely fully synergize. I don't think there's enough points because Berserk also, but we won't worry about Berserk, nor increase stamina for any matter. But yeah, I can at least keep the damage up for taunt and double swing after this. And I just want to actually see which would be faster. Righto, here goes testing run number 1. So, fully spec'd whirlwind barb versus fully spec'd fully spec'd frenzy barb coming up. Right, so time now is, I need to get my timer. Hold on a second. Josh. 1 second. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to lose chat for a second because I'm going to have my timer running. Clock. Oh, and he's already clearing the mobs. Can't have that. Stopwatch. Alright. So I'm just losing chat for a second while we do this. Let's go. Full clear. Players 8. I better not pick up items, but it'll be hard not to. I believe I've never done this, and I main Barbarian. I've just never been, well, it's just the mobility of the Enigma that I love about the Whirlwind Barb. But will it beat Frenzy? Because you can get very fast with Frenzy. The ability to reposition the Merc with Fortitude is just gold. Ah, sorry, with Enigma, rather. Ah, Suicide Branch drops as well. You know what? Why not? Suicide Branch is too good. Oh, I better do that after the fact. Because otherwise it'll disrupt our time. We'll take 3 seconds off of me picking that up. And we'll say 2 minutes 24 was the time to beat. We'll have a look at these though. Here's the spoils of war from our little testing run. Suicide branch, that's no good. That's no good. But also, like, because there's points over, I can do this. But fully spec frenzy barb's not going to really have anything remaining to do this. Alright, 224 is the time to beat. Let's go again. I'll just pull up chat so I can have a look, see what you say. Righto. Reset. So 224. We're going to go full frenzy. Frenzy, fortitude, you name it. Dual grief. So this is actually superior because we're not going to be hawking. As I'll put on a nice Raven Frost and a string of ears could be best in slot, I would say, which happens to be right there. Which means I won't have to have a leech. Well, I'll still want mana leech, but I'll put on, it's a nice ring though, self-found. We'll put on a Raven Frost because we won't be hawking, and that gives us attack rating and dexterity and all that good stuff. There's a good roll though. Nature's Peace. A 95 is not really that great. Surely I've got better. 206.17. I think it's on my Amazon. My better rolls. But we'll go for. Here's 206. I'm on 218. 206.17. Alright, because it's a good attack rating. Right, let's go spec him. Spec him into a full blown. Do I want to have Berserk? Probably. This is part of the build. Then we're going to max out Taunt, so we get all the damage. The only thing we won't do is we could max out Berserk. No, we won't even have any points for battle orders. So, crikey. We're going to go max damage. Let's go max damage. We'll max out. We'll get all those points from. So here we go. This is as good as you can get because it's level 99. We've got 20 points into double swing, 20 points into taunt, and the remaining points into berserk. So we've got actually only 18 of the 20 points available into berserk because I've got plus skills. So this is much less a better roll on the grief and of course other items like having a 400. This is as good as we can get. So yeah, let's have a look. We're gonna need enough life though to hold on. $192. Right. At least have these equipped. See what we've got remaining. 136. Okay. Gonna need a bit more life than that. I'd say anything under 2000 is pushing it a bit. And the rest will go into, see what our chance to hit is. 95, yep, so we can go the rest into strength. We'll go here berserk. Okay, alright, we're just about to kick it off. Testing, so 224, we'll go plus or minus 10 seconds for play area, because I'm not going to run 10 times each. That would be the fair way to do it. Alright, so we're just looking at the actual clear speed. Yeah, so health pool is definitely moving, but that's alright. Let's get there. Alright, and ready to start, go. I've lost it again. Whether the crypt gets propped, it's epic. So there's probably a case to be made for having a, oh gosh, being able to click the enemy helps too. A case to be made for wearing Enigma with a Frenzy Barb. Because a lot of the clear speed does come from that decrep. Oh gosh, you've got to remember that you don't leech from skeletons. That was a little bit spicy there.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Trying to frantically click. I forgot about these issues.
I am overburdened.
No, we can leave one monster behind for the sake of science. I'll come back and check that royal shield. And Graham Charm will come back to check. Yeah, so we're at 224 now. Yeah, wow, the damage definitely feels safer as a Whirlwind Barb because you're constantly around the Decrepify proc.
I am overburdened.
So like clear speed, if you're in the group, is probably equivalent to like the Whirlwind Barb. But yeah, it's just it's a bit more finicky in terms of like clicking the right place. So yeah, we're already at 2 minutes 57. Oh, it's definitely handling it. Yeah, clearing out these mobs is finicky, whereas Whirlwind you just kind of glide through them. So we'll have a look at some single target damage. We'll go players 8 and go to Indaria and have a look at that.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, 3 minutes 46. I didn't think the difference would be that huge.
I am
But
overburdened.
I'd say it's not necessarily in the strength, it's just in the ability to hit the click on the monster and get them. And of course a bit of time is lost with the yeah, so it's nearly 4 minutes. There's a big difference. Yeah, Whirlwind is phenomenally faster. And there's no Hawk, but I do want to check the Royal Shield and the Grand Charm over here. The Superior Colossus crossbow, eh? 24 to life. There's a Royal Shield over here. There we go. Superior Royal Shield. 41 auras. That's worth it. Worth checking. I might want to roll just something for fun, so unfortunately it's superior, so I can't just kind of put it in the cube. But I want to see what it's like taking down Andariel. Andariel? Yeah, Andariel players 8. We'll go Enigma though. With all that strength and skills, it's pretty comparable to Fortitude, or at least teleport there. Maybe we'll teleport there. That's what we'll do. We'll teleport there and then just swap over the armor. How's that? Oh, of course I haven't found her. So where's good if not her? Maybe we'll go. Maybe I've found her. Found Mephisto. No, not with this character. Oh, dang it. Gosh. Who's going to be easy to find? That's only one level I have to work with here, right? Oh gosh. Oh.
Not enough mana.
And of course, because he doesn't have as much in the battle orders department, he's running out of mana. Oh, this is funny. Now I'm going to run out of mana to get some pots. There we go. Ah, that's level 1. Gosh. 1 second.
Good day.
I can drop off some gold. Oh, I've got too much gold. Come on. Classic Durance Paint level 2. There it is.
I need mana.
Alright, so teleport up. This is players 8 Mephisto. Finally gets the Crivify off. Yeah, it's pretty good. And give it a Grimace Shred for our troubles. Do that again. Players 8 Meth. I'll put him back to a Whirlwind Barb after this. Bearing in mind, we'll go with Enigma this time, because that's what I've been using. Players 8 done. Now I suspect that we'll look at the Baruza do fun item. We'll go back and see what grief is like at players 8. Actually, it wouldn't be bad. I imagine it would do the job. But yeah, okay, so we'll go back to the Whirlwind build.
Stay a while and listen.
Alright, let's check them out, see if there's a noticeable difference. Players 8, so single target damage. Oh, I would say that Whirlwind is superior, both single target and I thought so. Superior for both bosses and clearing mobs. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to check that myself. There might be some slight difference with Ubers, but I mean, I've done all my Ubers with Whirlwind build. It's just superior. Like, that was players 8. Mephisto right there. And yeah, again, what are the advantages? I've got points left over to have 75% orc chance, which is huge. Whereas the frenzy build didn't have that option at all. All the points had to be sunk into the synergies of frenzy. Like, fun, different, but yeah, single target even still. Because with dual grief, Whirlwind, you hit the final attack speed breakpoint, and I think it's actually phenomenal. I think it's like 5 hits per second per weapon. Pretty sure. I'll have to check. Something like it. It's massive. So yeah. I mean, we could chuck on dual chemistry. I think it'll do the job. I think anything will do the job with the setup he's currently got. Yeah, there we go. Alright, mate, well, that's me for the day. I've had my fill. Oh, we'll do one last pit run and then do goodbyes. But yeah, chemistry. Yeah, any weapon with good base damage and okay attack speed with frenzy is going to be, I mean, when you're starting out, just anything that has high damage. That's it. It's not much of a formula. And an okay attack speed because, you know, frenzy's got its inbuilt. Wait, am I still players 8? Yeah, this is no good. This is going to take a wee while. A few of the monsters will have spawned at players 8 here. And she's stone skin, but of course, this is not what I want when I'm pit circing, but pits and trading rather. Alright, we're back to the player 1 spawn, that's good. This might be players 8 though, because it's, yeah. This will be the last one that was within 2 teleports of the entrance. Must have been. Oh, look, corpse spawn. We'll look at it just because. Righto, here we go. Well, that was actually quite cool because very rarely do I get to upgrade items. You know, just because I found a number of Marrowwalks, like 5 in the last week, if not more. And every now and again, I'll get a pair, or I'll get some unique item that rolls better, and that's definitely the best rolled pair I think I've ever got of some Marrowwalks. I'll just quickly fact check myself and see if those strength and dexterity rolls. I think it's from 10 to 20. Marrowwalks, D2R. Yeah, 10 to. Oh, it's the strength. It's only the strength that changes. It's 10 to 20 on the strength, 1 to 2 on the skeleton mastery, and 170 to 200 on the ED. So it's only the strength that rolls. I thought it was the dexterity also. So strength is 1 off perfect, ED's 5 off perfect, and it's perfect on the skeleton mastery. So yeah, I'll take that. Righto, well, cheers for watching. At some point in a future stream, I'll take decline down because I have now 2 spare stones of Jordan, and I'll see if I can do better. In all probability, yes, I hope. Then I will 1.10.13 single player hardcore or Annihilus. We'll convert that into it and take decline down. Yeah, righto. Well, good talking, mate. Good talking. Yeah, until next time. I'll catch you. Cheers for joining.